Alright guys, thanks for joining the video, and we have to talk about here the intro cutscene teaser trailer coming tomorrow at Treyarch's YouTube channel. They're going to be doing some sort of live stream. They're going to be revealing the rest of the multiplayer maps, a bunch of multiplayer information for DLC 3, and obviously you've seen the tweet here, more zombies, more multiplayer, more DLC 3. Tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm going to be streaming at that time, so definitely check out my channel. We'll be streaming, we'll be talking about everything going down, but let's talk about the information. Again, the next DLC 3 drop we're going to see for zombies, at least regarding zombies, is going to be in fact the intro cutscene. If you saw my intro cutscene video where I talked about when exactly we're going to see the intro cutscene, what we may see in the intro cutscene itself, I talked about being this week, and it was going to be either Tuesday, Thursday, and it looks like it is going to be Friday this time, which is very interesting, around the same time of the week, the end of the week, beginning of the weekend. So it does make sense for them to actually do that. Now moving forward here, you know, we're going to see it tomorrow at that time. That's the release date. That's the release date side of things here. So that's when we're going to see the intro cutscene. And it's going to be the intro cutscene because that's just the next thing in line. We saw the intro cutscene with Zetsubo. We're going to see it with DLC 3. I think you guys already sort of understand that already. And also, guys, if you can, please, if you like, that would be greatly appreciated. Again, let's try to go for 150 likes because tomorrow's going to be huge. Intro cutscene is going to be very big. A lot of insane stuff here. And maybe this will play a huge factor into what we'll see tomorrow. And again, the Nikolai whole extravaganza. Everyone's been saying Nikolai is dead, Nikolai's alive, and we'll talk about that as well, talk about the image that we got, just all this insane stuff. So again, if you can leave like 150 likes, we'll be a like goal. Again, we hit the like goal every single video. We've been breaking actually 200 likes every video, which is insane. So maybe if we can do that, that'll be pretty insane. If you see it's close to 200, definitely try to leave a like. But anyway, let's get started the video here. Now, this is very interesting. I saw Dalek's title, and he said it could be some sort of Agartha sort of thing here, and I'm not so sure if that's really the case, but you see this huge like whirlwind, almost like space thing. It looks like an entrance into a different universe, honestly, and this can mean a bunch of different stuff. And depending on what you guys think about the actual red eyes, if that's in a different universe, it could mean that the characters are coming in from a different universe, from the red eyes, using the blood vials, going back in time. Maybe they're actually using the blood vials. And if you guys don't know about the blood vials, basically they're an insurance policy for Mob of the Dead. The Mob of the Dead blood, and the character's blood basically, and Richtofen potentially is going to use them, at least this is what we're thinking, is going to use them as an insurance policy to go back in time and to actually redo the events that he did yet again, to actually make sure he completes his end goal of getting all the souls within the summoning key and completing his grand scheme 2.0 basically of Black Ops 3, which we don't know is yet, but we know he wants to complete some sort of new grand scheme. Whether it's good or evil, Richtofen wants to complete this grand scheme. He's going to use the blood vials to actually do that. Now, upon using the blood vials, you may create an alternate dimension. People have been talking about the multiverse theory for such a long time with all these different dimensions, and we're still not so sure what DLC 3 is actually going to be based upon, whether or not the red eyes are in the Mob of the Dead universe, whether we're in the same universe, but the blood vials may play a factor into the red eyes with the actual Mob of the Dead characters, the Mob of the Dead souls being there. Maybe the devil is like back in control or something like that because of the blood vials being used. It's just so much insane stuff. I would think the blood vials would be used in the intro cutscene, and that's why the red eyes are activated. But again, there's a bunch of different theories on why that's the case. And again, Agartha could have some sort of play in this. We haven't really had this Maxis-Samantha duo in a while, and we haven't really seen a lot of stuff from them since, honestly, Origins. It really has been like forever. We really don't even know who's controlling the zombies, and now we're changing to red eyes, so we didn't even know the whole time really who's actually controlling the zombies in Horizon Drugs, Subo, the Giant. Like, it was so unclear. Like, people can make theories. Again, there's so many different theories, and it's so hard to really pinpoint what's going on. So intro cutscene, I expect a bunch of different stuff just based on this image here, based on the image that you saw. Some sort of, it looks literally like you're entering a new universe. That's exactly what it looks like. You're entering or a pathway to a different universe or something like that. It just looks exactly like that. So again, we can see or expect Nikolai being transferred from the different universe into the universe that we're in for GOROD KROVI. Maybe Samantha, or maybe not Samantha, but just us figuring out who's actually in control of the zombies at that point in time within the intro cutscene. You can probably expect some sort of appearance of Samantha or Maxis, because again, Richtofen and Maxis, they sort of had this feud as well, like Richtofen saying, oh, Maxis doesn't understand what I'm doing, and Maxis just doesn't want Richtofen to do what he's doing as well. Maybe Nikolai will actually go up against Richtofen. It's just so many different possibilities, and it's really just insane to actually pinpoint everything just based on an image. The intro cutscene, like when we get it tomorrow, I'll obviously live stream, I'll be talking about it, but I'll make a video later and I'll try to really figure out, like, you know what can we get from this intro cutscene? There's still gonna be so many theories off of the intro cutscene. There's gonna be so much stuff that we still don't understand, and they're gonna give us information that's gonna expand the theories by 100 times more than the theories already are expanded, you know? Like, we have so many theories for DLC 3, but at this point, it's just gonna be insane once we see the intro cutscene. So again, whether or not it's some sort of relation to Agartha, whether or not Samantha coming back, claiming her control, and I doubt it, because, you know, you have the red eyes, and usually the thing is, the red eyes isn't really Samantha's control, it's usually the yellow eyes, and the red eyes could be the devil, some sort of mob of the universe, whatever, Maxis, potentially, people, who knows, man. It's just, it's so confusing, dude. There's so much stuff going on, and look, tomorrow we're gonna get so much information. Right now, I'm really just like I'm pretty hyped, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, like I really want to see the intro cutscene. It's gonna be so freaking cool. So right now, really just an announcement. Really just trying to expect like what can we see? Control of the zombies. Nikolai being transferred from a different universe, maybe dying in the intro cutscene. That could be very possible. Another thing is though he can actually like the giant intro cutscene. Richtofen killed his Black Ops 1 self in the intro cutscene of the giant. The same thing could happen with DLC 3 where Nikolai dies in the intro cutscene and then something occurs where Richtofen completes his grand scheme and then everything gets transferred to a different universe or gets transferred to Agartha, and then the last map is actually solely within Agartha with the Black Ops 1 characters all in there, with the summoning key and all that insane stuff. So basically, Richtofen gets all the souls in the intro cutscene, transfers the stuff to Agartha, and then that's, you know, the last map basically occurs there. And I've seen a lot of people actually talking about DLC 4 occurring in Agartha, and they've said occurring in the summoning key as well, but I think Agartha would be a better place for that just in general based on the storyline. And again, tomorrow, once we get like verification and confirmation of that, I will back up, you know, that evidence, that theory with what we see tomorrow in the intro cutscene. So again, so many possibilities, man. So many possibilities. It's going to be absolutely insane. I want to see your comments below. What do you guys think we're going to see within the intro cutscene of this new map, GOROD KROVI, for DLC 3? I honestly think what I talked about this whole video is very possible within it. Again, so many loose theories, so many different possibilities. It could be exactly what we expect. It could be the complete opposite of what we expect. You never know. Tomorrow will be a lot better of a video, a lot better of just evidence and intro cutscene clips and all that insane stuff, and we will be live streaming again tomorrow as well. So definitely leave a like for that. Again, we're going to go for 150 likes. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow on the live stream, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.